This is the rubber roof paint. It's sticking. I tried fiberglass once and it just fell off. This really sticks. I give it a coat first with paint. And this certainly will waterproof it all. So I did the whole pool. Go away. It's certainly sticking well. Está pegando muy bien. Este pintura caucho y fibra de vidrio. Fibra fino. Esta es una zona que es siempre grieta aquí porque hay poco movimiento. He hecho muchas reparaciones. No es raíces, es flexión, movimiento. Porque es tan grande la piscina. Pero está funcionando. Me gustaría hacer toda la piscina así. Quizás en Greece. Here we go. It's really sticking, this stuff. I think this is the way to do the whole pool. It's going to waterproof it. I know from the roof and the boat, it's going to last. I've cleaned the surface well first. And you just paint it first and then gradually move the roll down. Make sure there's no creases. Just keep going down. It sticks. With a 10-year roof paint, it's rubber. I've done over there. But I've got the feeling, not this time. I'm going to fill it tomorrow. But I'm going to do the whole pool in it. So there it is. That's what it's going to look like. It's fiberglass, 80 gram, with about 3 coats of the waterproof roof paint, guaranteed for 10 years. In a swimming pool in Spain. I've done over there. These are where I always had recurring cracks, there and there. And we've dug right into the wall. There's no tree roots, put concrete, iron. It's just flexing there, I think, because it's such a big structure. So I'm pleased with that. I think I'm going to do the whole pool. I'm going to see how that reacts to the water, the chlorine and everything. And then come back again in a few months. Right, I'm up here waiting for the water. It's coming from up the mountain, and the guys rang me and he opened the sluices, or the tabletas, about 5 minutes ago. And I walked up here to check. There's 2 placetas, they're called. So if that was there, that wouldn't go down to me. It would go over here to these lemons. Look at the lovely lemons today, and there's a smart guy with solar panels. Runs all these automatic gates. Who needs horrible pylons and wires, electricians? So the water's going to come down there to that one, and that goes down the road past the lemons to me. And I bought a new tabletta. It's called tablet. A tablet, like what Moses wrote the 10 Commandments on. See, that's a tabletta. Not open at all. So this is an automatic gate. They can enter with remotes, and it runs on solar. So there's no need to put it in. These horrible cables. We don't need them now with solar panels. Littering the countryside. Getting in the way of your drone. There's another one over there. Horrible. solar panels. So I'm going down to this one. Oh, Buenos Dias. I'm going down to this one too. Just spoke to my neighbour who's working with Black Guy in the garden, doing his lemons. So I've got a new tablet, going to put that in. So they are working on their lemons. He gives me lemons. That's another friend there, Martin. Casa de los Jardinitos. So I'm letting it go in my deposito, my tank first. There's leaves and straw and stuff in it, dirt, often the odd animal. And then when it's clean, I'm going to let it go in the pool, and I'm going to pump out down there and sweep it. I couldn't get the jet washer close enough yesterday, so I'm doing a time lapse. So this is the wastewater. Now I'm going to turn it on to filter, not waste. Here we are, and I want to go down to filter here. I had it on waste. It's the bottom of the pool. Those are the skimmers. When it's high enough, I'll put the skimmers open. Now I'm doing a backwash. Now back air first. You can see how clean the water is here. Keep going till it's clear. It gets rid of all the dirt at the top of the filter. Big filter, it's sand. Okay, I've backwashed the filter. Don't worry about the colour of the water, that's because there was a bit of mud in it, but the filter will get rid of that in 2 or 3 days. But the water coming in is for Riego, it's for watering in the countryside, it's not for swimming pools really. But with filtering you can get it clean. Anyway, it's back to the filter. I backwashed it, now you can see the jets down the end there. Much happier. What I'm going to do later is clean out the filter, so I'll turn the filter off and then clean out the basket, and then it should be even more. Always enjoyed this. It's quite a momentous occasion, filling a pool, especially the first couple of times. This pool is over 50 years old. It's dug into a rock. I've actually spoken to people who saw it being dug with diggers. Solid rock here. The house is built on rock. It is a mountain. So it's 50 years old. I've repaired it many times, but I'm doing a test this time of the fiberglass and the rubber paint over there and there. Going to see how it goes with the water in it. They say it's not meant for pools, but I think it'll be fine. I've seen pools in the Canaries that they're all white, and it seems to be the same sort of paint. You can be sold a swimming pool paint that could cost hundreds of euros for a few litres, where you can buy this for a big drum of it for about 40 euros. I think it's 25 litres. That's what I did the whole roof with. 1,300 square metres of roof up there. And it used to leak. So we cleaned it. And fiberglass, thin fiberglass, not too thick, because you don't want to have to use too much paint. You paint it first, roll the mat over it, then paint it again, and then go back again later and paint it again. and then they say every 5 years give it another coat. But since then, no leaks at all. Most roofs in Spanish cities and towns, you'll see a red, terracotta red, and it's done with this paint. Red, why? Because I've asked that, because it looks like tiles, it's terracotta red. See the tiles over there on the wall that I built? See there, terracotta. So I've got 2 hours of water, and sometimes it doesn't quite fill it, and sometimes it's too much. As my tank is full, my tank at the side of the pool, about 2/3 the size of the pool, I'll ring my neighbour and say, do you want some water for your tank? If not, I'll just, it'll just overflow, it doesn't matter. But, hopefully later today I'll be swimming in it. But if I wanted to fill this pool, I'm doing a time lapse here. If I wanted to fill this pool with the tap, with the street water, as they know what your consumption is, and it starts doubling and tripling. It doubles in price and then triples in price. They penalise you, and this would cost more than €1,000 to fill this pool. Blue sky. We had rain last night, unusually. Good for the lemons. Got the old time lapse going. I'm doing it at one photo every 30 seconds. And it just goes on till you stop it. And it creates its own file. So you stop it and then start it again. It'll be another file, which is handy. So here's the water. Always a momentous occasion. But I've done some good repairs. There's some cracks over there. See where it's white? I've used the fiberglass there and the white rubber paint. So I painted it and then put the fiberglass on. I didn't expect it to stick so well, but it sticks so well. Polyester doesn't. I tried fiberglass years ago, it just fell off. Then I did it over here. Often get very fine cracks there. And I've dug in there with Motor Pico, with Retro, put steel in, and it always cracks again there. And I think it's the size, it's just the pool. Concrete needs to flex. It's a huge pool, it's flexing there and there. It used to flex there. But I'll see how this goes for a few months, the fiberglass, and then it's paint. And then I think I'll do the whole pool. Yeah, stainless steel will be lovely, but there'll be a lot of it. And then you'd have to weld it, all the joints. Oh, wouldn't have to weld it, but fix it somehow. Stick it or screw it. But remember, this pool is built in solid rock. This is 50 years old. I've got the feeling there's going to be more water than normally there is, so I might have to ring my neighbour to see if he wants some. It's 2 hours. Sometimes it's not enough, and sometimes it's too much. It seems to be very high pressure coming, and it smells slightly of gas. If I go over to those jets over there, I've just done a backwash. Get a slight smell of gas on your hands. It's the only way I can describe it, of this water. But I've brushed all down here. That's why it looks dirty. Brushed it while I had water coming in. Because I couldn't get the jet washer right over here yesterday. Because that hose pipe's not working. Okay. Agua. Well, it's cold. It's cold. Right? Out here in the porch, just feel the pool. Look at the difference it makes. It's like a great big lake down there. Look at that blue turquoise water. Inviting, clean. Got the lemon fields over there. What a great place to live. Peaceful this morning with the sound of the birds and the water jets